Hello traders, I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. It's Friday morning here. We're talking to you about the grain markets. Okay, it's the end of the month, the end of the quarter, and we got a crop report at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of volatility in the air. And we'll start with the corn market. I think the demand is really good. In my story here, the last few weeks have been, I think the corn market's going to base here. It's not going to turn into a bull market, but we're going to try to rally here. Our first chart of corn, you can see it down into very good support. So we'll see if I'm right about that. Demand is good, and I think at some point we're going to shift over from this big supply that we have and focus on demand, and demand is good, and we can get a rally going here. This is how commodity agricultural cycles go. You know, back in 2012, we had the drought here in North America, and after that, all the farmers, producers planted corn acres, fence post to fence post, and here we are 3-4 years later with very good yields and lots of corn. U.S. farmers going to store corn. The Chinese farmers going to store corn. So we're looking for higher prices here, and typically that's what happens as we go into the end of the year. So next is soybeans, and what an export sales announcement on Thursday for soybeans. USDA announced massive soybean export sales. Now granted, some of these countries were on holidays, so they come back really aggressively buying our U.S. soy, but this is a good story, and I think it's going to continue in our lifetime. Soybeans, the protein that the world wants. So our next chart is soybeans, and you can see it's all over the place, this chart, and that's how soybeans are. They're volatile, they trade like that. Last Friday we had a rally, January beans up to 997. November beans up to 990. Look at that on the charts. And now we're 25 cents lower here today from that point. So typical textbook rally in soybeans. Farmers came in selling, and now we're back down. So this crop report's supposed to be supportive for soybeans. This export demand that we talk about on a weekly basis, old crop soybeans are supposed to disappear a little bit. So look for a friendly report here in a couple of hours in the soybean. You know, one other talk, we talk about Canada, they're a big producer. Canada in the last 5 years, their soybean seedings, their acreage into soybean has increased 75%. So that's a big number, and you can see a lot of countries here growing soybeans, South America, North America, obviously, and Canada getting involved as well. So we'll kind of keep talking about all of that. Okay, and then the wheat market here, it seems like the wheat is bottoming. You know, Kansas back in the day, many years ago, used to grow wheat to sell to Russia. And now Russia is the lowest cost wheat producer in the world today. So just a sign of the times. Our next chart is wheat. The same kind of situation on these technicals. You saw 3 days ago a bullish chart pattern up, a reversal up, and you've got no follow through. So really here in the short term, these technicals, we can't hold on to any leads. So we'll see about that. So okay, stay tuned here a couple hours, a crop report. We'll get in here next week and talk about that. And everybody have an excellent weekend.